all have an opportunity to help St. Coletta capture some of the revenue that we've been missing. Many of us transport clients throughout the day, and for many of those trips, St. Coletta can be compensated. The problem is we don't have the information about the trip in order to do the billing. So we have a solution for that. That's what I want to explain to you today. We are going to be outfitting each one of the vehicles that's used to transport clients with a tablet, an Android tablet that will have an app on it for recording. If you look on the tablet, you'll see an icon that looks like this. You click on the icon and you'll be taken to a screen that asks for a PIN number. Now the PIN number is the same PIN number that you use to log into any of the St. Coletta tablets. Once you enter the PIN number, you just get this display. Now there's two types of trips you can take and record on this app. One is what I call an ad hoc trip, where you pick up a client, take him someplace, drop him off, and come back. It's not pre-scheduled. You don't do it all the time. It's not the trip that you take each day, that kind of thing. The other kind of trip is, for example, if you take all of the clients from a group home to campus each day. That would be the same people every day, and we call that a scheduled route. So you can click down here to execute a scheduled route that's in the list, pick from the list and execute the route. Or if it's an ad hoc trip, you use these buttons up here. So let's just take an ad hoc trip so you can see what it looks like. You click the Start button, and it wants to know who you are, the driver. So you key a few characters of your name, and it'll display. And then you select the name from the list. Then the vehicle number, just the number of the vehicle that you're driving, and then the purpose of the trip. Let's say employment. So that's the parameters of the trip, for example. Now we've got to load the clients on. So for each client that you're going to be transporting, you do the same thing, key in a couple of characters of their name, and it'll show you a list. You select from the list. Once you select, it will display the client at the bottom here. So we'll just add a couple more clients so you can see what the concept looks like here. Okay, so we've got 3 clients loaded into the vehicle. We got some buttons here. You notice they're displayed in numerical order by name, alphabetical order by name. So you always have a count of how many you got on. There's a delete little trash can icon. If you put one on by mistake, you just click the trash can and they go away. If you're going to drop them somewhere, you just click the drop button and they will go away. I have to mention that when you add a client, it will record the location where you picked them up and the date and time. Also, the same thing when you drop. When you drop, it will record the location where you dropped them and the date and time. So that's how we're collecting that information. If you're going to, if you mess up, for example, and you want to start all over, you can click the abort button here, and it will just go erase everything and start over. If you want to drop a person someplace, you click the drop button, and it's just like that, gone. If you can also use the all button if you're going to drop everybody who's on the vehicle. You can click the all button, and they all go away. And once you get them all dropped off, you can click the end button, and that's it. You go back to the beginning. Right. Now let me run one other little trip here, just show you a couple things about this. Let's select education training. Let's just select the same clients again. Oh, maybe not the same, but okay. I just want to show you a couple things. You notice a little map pointer here. It's a little pointer that in Google Maps is displayed. If you load someone onto your vehicle and you forget for 2 or 3 minutes that they loaded them, or forget to load them in the app, you actually pick them up in the vehicle but forget to record them in the app, you can record it later. You can click the little map icon and it'll display a panel where you can change any information. You can change the date and time you picked them up, or are going to drop them off, or the pickup location. You can change it here. It does a Google dynamic address, so you can just start typing and it'll display a list of possible addresses and you can pick one from that. Same thing with the drop address, you can change them. So you can change any of these parameters for the clients you pick up and drop off. And the same thing at the trip level. You can click this little map icon and get the parameters for the trip itself. And another thing down here, if you can use GPS. If you're going to an address that you really don't know where it is, you can select this field and enter an address in it and click the little map or GPS button here, map button, and it'll do a GPS navigation for you to that location. And one other thing, if you're, for example, taking a client to a medical appointment where you take them to the appointment, drop them off, but wait for them, when you get to the location, you press the pause button. So you're not really dropping them off, of course, because you're going to pick them up and take them later, take them back home. So you click the pause button, and it'll everything will be put on hold until the appointment is finished. Then you can resume the trip. You just once they get back in this vehicle, you can click resume, and then keep going again. Get them back home, and then drop them off. Click the end button. We're done. Now I want to show you how to run a scheduled route. So if we click the scheduled route button, it wants to know who you are again. Click close. And it'll bring up an entirely different screen. This will show you a list of the scheduled routes that are possible to run. We'll just select the St. Agnes one and click the start. Wants to know, once again, what vehicle we're in. It comes up already filled in with the last vehicle used for that route. So if you use the same vehicle every day, you won't have to key that in. So just close. Now it'll bring up the route itself. And it's showing us that we've got these 3 stops. We'll pick clients up at St. Agnes, drop some at Jefferson Excel, and others at Genesis, which is really the same location, but for data collection purposes, we signify them as different ones. Now, I'm recording this on Sunday, so none of them are actually scheduled to be picked up. So we'll just click the first stop, and we're supposed to pick up these 3 clients, and it's already comes up pre-selected as not picked, but because it's a weekend. But I'll just hit reset button. And this is the way they would normally come up for you. As soon as you select the stop, they come up like this. You can either pick them each one up or no pick them if they're not going to go that day. Let's say Jennifer is not going, so select no pick, she's not going. And if the other 2 are going, we can either select pick for each one or just click the all button up here and they'll both be picked up. All right, so we've recorded that we picked them up, and it's already got predefined locations in here, so it's not doing any Google location searches. All right, the next stop is Excel, and we got Kathy Held. We can drop off. We didn't pick up Jennifer, so we've got it's already set as not picked. So we drop off Kathy Held. That's our, and then we go to the next stop with Daniela. We'll drop her off, and we're done basically. So that's when you select the, just click the end button, and that will end the route. Now, if there's still clients on the vehicle or something like that, it'll give you an error message. But if everybody has been dropped off and picked up that you said you're going to drop and pick off, pick up, then it'll just end. A couple of buttons I want to explain here. One is the abort button. If you make so many errors you just want to start over, you just click the abort button and it'll go away and allow you to restart the route. Another one is the route button. You click that and it will display all of the stops and all the riders, all right, at the route level. So, and what this is saying is we picked up Daniela and dropped her off, and we did not pick up Jennifer. We picked up Kathy Held and dropped her off. So, okay, so we click the end button and it goes back to where we started. All right. Okay, I want to explain that there's an Android tablet going to be in each vehicle that transports clients. Now they don't do very well. They don't like the winter, so these tablets will have to be brought in each night during the winter, and then taken back in the morning if you're going to transport clients. Another thing I want to mention is the app is downloaded on the tablets. However, if you prefer to use your phone, which is what I do, I use my iPhone for the routes because it's just a little faster than the tablets, and I do a lot of trips since I'm a driver, so I just find it more convenient to use my phone. So I just want to explain how you can use your phone if you prefer that over the tablet. If you have an Android phone, you can go to the Google Play Store and search on Cincoletta. When you search on Cincoletta, this app will come up, will be displayed. It's called TripLog. It'll have this as the icon, TripLog, and the little swish. So that's the icon you'll see on the Google Play Store. You can download that onto your Android phone and use it just the same as if it were on a tablet. However, if you're going to use an iPhone, we don't have an app for Apple. So, but you can open a browser, in any browser, and type in triplog.org. That's triplog.org. And this same app will come up. That's the start window just like that. So you can run it from any browser with triplog.org, and it'll run the same as if it was being initiated from the app. So, okay. If you have any problems whatsoever using this app or any questions, please feel free to call me, contact me, either email or phone, and I'll be glad to help. And of course, you might find problems with it. If you find problems, let me know, and I will fix them. Thank you. Bye.